you need to supply a cold water shutoff valve. And all these other parts that are not included. I'm here in beautiful Southern Oregon, and I've got this box. It's from Vevor. It's actually something you can get on a TikTok shop. And it's a scam. Don't buy off of TikTok shop, you guys. It's the new Temu, I swear to God. It's a gas water heater. So this is supposed to run off of propane, and it's on demand. I believe it has a pump, so you can put it in a bucket of water, and it will pump the water into the water heater. And then there's a connection for propane can, whether it's green or a big one. It does have a shower head. I'm not really sure what those are for. There's a filter in here. There's a metal bar. I don't know what that's about. But this is the heater. This is it right here. Now I do have to read the directions, of course. There's also this thing that says winter, summer. I don't know what that means, so we're gonna have to read. This thing is compact, and I'm super stoked to fit it in my van. I'm not sure where I'm gonna put it yet, but let's go figure it out. There's so many little pieces in here, I don't want to lose anything. This is the shower head. Ooh, I believe this is the holder for it. So you put the hose in there, and I can put that on my door and take showers at the back. Hot showers at the back. This is gonna be difficult, not gonna lie. Okay, these are all the components that it comes with. So let's go figure out how we use this thing. So the directions doesn't tell you what any of these things are, number one. Although you can kind of figure it out on your own, it doesn't really tell you which side goes on which, and none of them fit to each other. We're looking at the back of my van right now. I do have space on that door right there. As you can tell, I kind of have a tool, it's like a tool chest right here where all my tools are. I know the mattress is out, that's because it's drying, just chill. But this thing has storage inside the door, so, and it's also blocked when you close it by the tool chest. So it looks like the only big opening I have is really on that side anyway, but my batteries are also back there, so I want to make sure it's not something that can leak. And if I have to like drain it, they're also on a platform. I specifically built them on a platform because sometimes these old vans around that door seal, they do leak. So I wanted to make sure it was raised up off of the bottom of the van. These do not have room for any clamps on them. There will be no clamping on either of these. Just keep that in mind for later. The thing that's really cool about this portable gas water heater is that it's portable. I don't have to permanently mount it if I can't really find a good place to do that. So we might just carry it around in the back of the van so that I can use it on demand. Well, we've run into a little snafu. Now I got her hung. She's fine right there. That's gonna be great. I'm gonna hook her up in a minute, but the problem is she takes 2 batteries and it doesn't say what kind of batteries she takes. It just says number 1. We don't have number 1 in America. We're definitely not number 1 in America. It also doesn't include batteries, not that I can see. Yeah, this is all the stuff, and there are definitely no batteries in here. But it does say right here, put inside the battery box 2 pieces of the 1 number battery. It doesn't even say how to hook up the gas, which is insane. Also, there's a little button under here. It looks like an on-off switch that they never, ever mention in this whole book. So just once, I would like these companies to send us everything we need so that we can take it out of the package, or at least let us know what we're going to need. Are you going to need 2 batteries? And what size are you going to need? Do you want us to promote your product or not? Anyway, stay tuned. I guess I'm going to try and figure this out and go call them. And I don't even have their number. I'm just going to message them on TikTok. I told you guys, TikTok is a scam. Well, I guess it takes 2 D batteries, not included, in the battery box on the bottom. I still can't find anything that says anything about the power button, that little white button on the bottom of the box here. It's down here. I don't know what that's for. What is this? What is that white button for, guys? Is it on? Is it off? Is it in the on position now? What? And they're not really telling us what each one of these hoses goes to, so that's... Also, there's this. Doesn't mention a thing about it. Does not mention a thing about that. And this, no, neither. Nothing is mentioned. They don't even show you where the hole for this is. I don't see a hole. I don't see a hole. No hole. Did you see one down here? I don't think that is the right hole. Okay. I see nothing. Okay, that... Wow. That's all I can say. You can't give me D batteries. Nobody uses batteries anymore, Vevor. And honestly, using batteries isn't efficient at all. I'm just going to tell you right now that I've already got all this stuff out now. I'm ready to do a project and I cannot do it. And I cannot tell you how frustrating that is. And I just want to take that thing and throw it in the river at this point. I'm looking at this and it just keeps getting worse. Like, they don't label which hose is for the water, which one is for the propane, which is for the inlet, which is for the outlet. Like, it doesn't tell you anything. This is it. You get this diagram and then they tell you a bunch of like that when it's already on. What? And can you get an English speaking person to translate before you put it in print? Can it get worse? It absolutely can. This hose is too small to fit on this. And they're all the same size. I'm just guessing here, but the white one obviously goes to the shower head. It doesn't screw on all the way. I know you can't see that, but like there's still thread showing. It just doesn't make me feel very safe that it's not going to leak. Down here, this thing's hanging on, but it doesn't screw onto that at all. Why did you even give us such a connector? It's literally hanging on by one thread there. I'm sorry, but this just doesn't make any sense to me. And you've got this thing that screws into something. Who knows what it screws into? I believe it's that one, the one that says water inlet, because it's coming from the pump. So I'm thinking, okay, but this end does not fit into that. No, it will not fit around that. Also, you're not going to give us screws. You're going to give us this thing to like screw into and mount, but you're not going to give us a screw to do it with. And what's this that comes out of it? What's that going to go to? Where does this plug in? You don't even talk about it in the instruction booklet. Oh my God. And here's the other thing. This black hose has an end like that, okay? What side am I supposed to put? There's two sides here. This one has a cap on it. Do I stick it on that? Doesn't fit anyway. Do I stick it on that? It doesn't fit anyway. What the Well, with a lot of pushing, we got that on there, but then there's no clamp. You're not going to give us a clamp to ramp the hose? It's water pressure. It's a pump. Water pressure pump. You think it's just going to hang on for dear life? You're not going to give us a clamp? Either way, this one ends in this, which hooks up, I think, to that outlet right there. Or inlet, whatever. That one right in the middle. Should I be hooking that one up to this side or that side? Are you going to tell me? No, you didn't. I'm not impressed at all. Okay, I'm figuring this out blindly. These things, they need clamps. I'm sorry, you can't just leave that. It's a water pressure pump. And it's just going to stay on there. No, it's not. These things will leak. That's electric. You don't want it leaking. The other thing is the shower head end doesn't fit. It does not fit on this. It's supposed to fit on this little thing right here. This one. It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. The hose is loose. It does not fit. And it's wrecking the thread as I put it on. Every time I try, it's just wrecking the thread more. So it's never going to fit now. Smart. And then this thing, a battery clamp. You want us to use a battery clamp when we're going to be using water around this thing. We're probably going to have a bucket because that's how it pumps water. What? Not only that, but you have to push this thing into this hose, and the basket basically is such cheap plastic that it breaks when you push the hose on it. So this has already been crushed, and I'm sure that the screen is already separated from that plastic housing. Really? This is supposed to be the thing protecting this? It's not even a good screen. Oh my God. This is it. You're going to clamp it on with battery while you're taking it. No, I'm not actually. Then the only other option they gave us is a cigarette lighter, which in no way is going to reach to a car. So you're going to take your shower inside your car? Is that what you're going to do? Oh, okay. Why couldn't you just give us a plug? Yes, I have a power station that this can plug into. That's fine, but I don't want my power station close to me when I'm using hot water. Why would I want to do that? Do you think I like getting electric shocks? Like, is that part of the fun here? Why couldn't you have just given us a plug? Just give us a plug. A plug! It's so simple. Why did you have to go and make it this stupid? I know I'm eventually going to get this working, but like I have to go out and buy 2D batteries. I don't know how long that's going to last. And what happens when they die? Are we going to be leaking gas when they die? Like, how does that work? What if I didn't have a power station? What if my power station didn't have one of these things? What if I didn't have a battery? I already have to buy 2 D batteries. Now I have to go out, buy a bunch of D batteries and hope to God that they work. If I'm at a campground and I have the opportunity to plug in, do you think I'm going to use this thing? No! So I slept on it and it's the next day. You guys, I'm rereading this now to make sure I didn't miss anything. And this thing is telling me you need to supply a cold water shutoff valve. And all these other parts that are not included. They literally want me to spend money to do a commercial. No, this is going straight in the trash. And this brand. Hi, I'm calm now. It's the next day. It's actually like, this is the second day after I initially tried to install this thing. I don't think I'm going to get it working. I really don't. I don't know if I have, there's so many different components that they want you to purchase. I just don't feel like doing that. Maybe eventually, but I don't know. Anyway, I did get a hold of the company on TikTok. I went through like 10 messages telling them of all the problems that I see with this thing and how I'm not able to install it because this, and this. Took them a day to get back to me, but when they did respond, they said, oh, we've sent you a new one. Oh, okay. A new one's not going to fix the problem. It's not going to fix the problem. It's not going to fix anything. You're still missing components. So I tell them this. I'm like, do you think maybe you could just send me D batteries and this water outlet, or maybe just sell the product complete as it is and let people know that it requires 2 D batteries? Yeah. I haven't heard back from them. I'll have to give you guys an update. But listen, if you're not a plumber, if you don't have plumbing supplies around, if you're not mechanically inclined, listen, I can do DIY projects, but this is the most frustrating thing when you try to read the directions and they don't tell you what to do. They don't even give you a diagram of it all put together so you can like figure it out on your own. They don't label what the parts are. They don't tell you what each part goes to and what end it fits on. There's none of that. It's all very bad English, writing that doesn't really make sense. Most of the installation is just telling you what problems you might foresee when it's already installed. If any of you have had this Vevor portable gas water heater, please let me know in the comments how you addressed any of these problems and if you had the same problems as I did. You guys know I'm going to keep it real with you. This isn't the sugar-coated version of Vanlife. This is the reality. And as a single woman who is not mechanically inclined, but is usually able to figure out the DIY stuff, I'm super discouraged and super disappointed in this. And I think half of my frustration is that I know my abilities, and when the product itself impedes upon my abilities, it shoots down my confidence and it makes me angry at myself that I can't do it. But in this case, it's not about me. It's the product is crap. I don't know, maybe when it's all working together, but you can't have a product and then not tell people how to use it. That's just not how it works, Vevor. I was really excited to have hot water. I've been doing van life for 12 years and have never had hot water. I don't even have plumbing. So this was going to be a super duper upgrade to my van life setup. To be able to be off grid and have showers anytime I wanted, as long as I have enough water with me or I'm close to a water source, it would have leveled up my van life game. So if you guys have an alternative product that you've used that is a way easier setup and just as compact, please let me know in the comments. I am all ears. And if you're interested in more of the behind the scenes content from me getting frustrated trying to upgrade my van and the reality behind my van life adventures, go check out my Patreon. You can find that at Bunny and Beyond. I do hope that this resonated with some of you. I feel like I'm not the only one out here doing this alone that gets frustrated with this stuff. I also hope you found it a little bit entertaining, because if not, then I got angry for nothing.